and welcome back to another episode of Total Control with SD Huesca. It's nice to just look at that and see 3 matches without us being defeated, albeit one was a friendly, sure, but 2 in the league now without a defeat, and we've scored 5 times in that. Okay, we conceded 4, but I do really genuinely feel like we've got the attacking side of this team a lot more solid now. We've got goals in us, which is nice to see. If we could just cut out the defending set piece mistakes, my god, I think we could actually get some decent victories. So we're going to do what we do, and that's keep tweaking the defending of the set pieces until we get it right. Because let's face it, we've cut down massively on the number of actual set pieces we're conceding in terms of the actual set piece themselves. It's just we're still conceding goals from the ones that we do concede, which means we've got to sort out the actual instructions for those as well. It's a never-ending evolution here, but I do feel like if we can get that right, then there's definitely going to be games where we can get, 1-0 victories sometimes, because you're not always going to be able to score 2 goals in a game, are we? And let's face it, today's kind of a free hit as well, so a good opportunity to try that. We are at home, fair enough, but it's against Valencia, who are a really decent side, so we've basically got ourselves a nice relaxing free hit, and you've no idea how relieved I was for us to actually go and win a game finally, to get that monkey off of our back, and actually just... oh god, it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders, the fact that we actually finally won a match, and we've actually got a bit of momentum now, which, imagine if we did come up with something against Valencia, or even took a point. It would be an unexpected point, and we've got to start getting some luck. We really, really do need to, but hopefully we can move further forward now. History has shown that teams can generally stay in the La Liga with 40 points. Is that the magic number for you and your team this season? I mean, I don't think 40. I think we're probably, if we were to somehow stay up, I actually think we'll probably need less points than that. I hope so, because otherwise we'd need another 36 from, 26 matches, and that would be quite some form we'd have to do. We're really going to have to rely on essentially just 3 teams being worse than us over the rest of the season. Now, what I would say is if we can get into the battle, there's an awful lot of teams in the bottom half that could get drawn in. That's the simple fact of the matter. But we still need to catch up with the others, and that's going to be the difficult part. If we can even lift ourselves off the bottom, that would be enormous. Not going to be able to do that for a little while, though. As always with free kicks, it's often the defensive side of things. So we had 1 guy in the wall, we conceded a goal directly. We had 2 guys in the wall, we conceded a goal directly. What's the betting if I switch it to 3 guys in the wall, we'll start conceding them indirectly again? Going to move Yaya Toure out and into the wall. That way, if we do win the ball back, we've got a sensible player that can pick a pass to find those positions. I think, because those 2 goals we've conceded in those last 3 episodes, I recognise we conceded a goal against, I think it was Villarreal from a direct free kick. We also conceded 1 in the last game directly, so this will hopefully deal with that. And we conceded an annoying one indirectly from the game before. So, I don't know. I think maybe this might be all we need to do for now. We'll see. Okay, Sociedad did us a favour at least by beating Levante and pushing them further back towards the problems. Although that win that Levante got against Leganes was not ideal. Okay, training schedule for the week. Why on earth would it be built? No, I'm not having a match practice in the middle of the week. Honestly, I'd rather put another team bonding session in there and then add another technical session for chance creation. But I also want to work on teamwork coming for this one here right before. And I also want to put a session in here, of course, for defending free kicks. I'm not going to stop harping on this particular aspect of things. We need to get better at this, and I'm going to put one of these sessions every bloody week until we stop conceding them. That's the plan anyway. Might have to do one for corners too, to be honest. I'm going to put a defending corners one earlier in the week. It's quite a heavy dose in certain places, so... So again, Toure was excellent in this game. Juanpi... I mean, he came off the bench, so we can't really fault him too badly in this one. Focus of attacks. Again, it was mostly the right, but there was the left wing too. Slightly more spread out. A few more options were actually given out to our fullbacks here. And again, Yaya Toure with the most key passes. Okapo made the most mistakes. Not a huge surprise. We need Miramon or Walker-Peters back soon, I think. Oh yeah, we've got a bit of time off between there and January, so we are going to accept that friendly. We'll accept a few more friendlies too. What we might do is bundle an episode where we just do all the friendlies in one or something, just so we can try some stuff out. I totally forgot there was a winter break. Okay, so 4-4-2 for Valencia. That's alright. I mean, Valladolid played a 4-4-2 against us. Admittedly, this is Valencia, not Valladolid, so it's a bit different. Their acceleration means they're fast, so presumably mostly from Rodrigo. Gomero's not that fast, is he? And interesting, their right winger is their top scorer with 3. And then, okay, we'll have a look at that when we get to the game. Okay, Galan is now complaining about the lack of football, but unfortunately, Gaillard is just, generally speaking, a better player. But I'm going to do the atmosphere thing. That one, it just doesn't work when you're in the situation we're in, does it? Show me that you deserve to be playing football here. I hate it when they do this. No, I deserve to be in the team regardless. I think I've earned the chance to play here already. By doing what? What exactly have you contributed, Javi? Alaves have gone on 4-0 at Vallecano, and that's not good either, because I'm pretty certain that's just made us even further from safety. I'm not really sure, but it has dumped Vallecano even deeper into trouble, so I guess it's starting to... I mean, look at this. If we could just get into like this sort of zone, we'd be so close to so many teams with terrible record. So Miramon's going to be back long before Kyle Walker-Peters. I expect to see him back potentially in the next couple of weeks, which is ideal. Probably in a cast. Insua, though, definitely deserves it. Yes. That's really good for the extremely good morale for players in our team. Ooh, it's been a little while since we've had a scout report through, and this looks like a genuine, actual, bona fide scouty reporty. Not that we know anything about this guy. There's a guy called Jesus Maria here. Playing for Racing Santander. Interesting. Regen as well. Matthias Jensen. I mean, look at the wages. He'd cost way too... It's just not even a viable, solid solution here. Pacheco. Look at 16 million quid. As if we'd get someone like Pacheco. And he's a goalkeeper too. We're actually quite solid there. Squad are now unhappy with the treatment of Lavi Gayan. Well, what? Would you believe? Alex Gaillard is not in favour of me giving up his position. How very bizarre. Okay, they usually respond well to the how would you feel if I dropped you for a teammate who isn't playing that well either. I was worried that they might not agree because of the fact that Gaillard's not playing that well. Don't get me wrong, I'm certainly not above putting Galan in instead of Gaillard because, let's face it, Gaillard has not contributed that much, I don't feel like. Just comparing him and Galan on the left-hand side. Galan has made 6 appearances for us. Gaillard, 13. Fair enough, lots more minutes in there, but the assists-wise, neither of them... I mean, he's got 1 assist, he's got none, but look at the chance creation. That is much, much higher. Pass completion is fairly the same. His pass completion is slightly higher. Now, obviously, the change in system, he makes more key passes. His cross completion is roughly the same. We do concede more goals with him in the team, though, but it could have been that we maybe played him against Barcelona, I don't know. Wins more tackles and more interceptions, and he's better in the air. Gaillard is better at just about everything, and Galan's just got those better technical attributes. Like, where does he really shine? He's better in the air. And he's actually shorter, but he's still better in the air. Better at marking, so it's quite useful for the defensive side of things. A better tackler, no penalties, doesn't really matter that much. He's not a great finisher. Is that super... I mean, it's kind of important, but not super important. He's more of a creative force for this sort of team. Much more determined and better decision maker. And better for the most part in a lot of physical areas, including balance and natural fitness. I wonder. Consistent, resolute. I just think we've got to start trying out Galan a bit more. I really wish I'd looked at that before I had that discussion. Ooh, Miramon is back. Lovely. Sort of. Not just yet, but he'll be able to play for an under-19 game. Alavash seems to have come out of nowhere and just strung a couple of wins together and really pulled themselves out of any trouble. Training we can review. Even our worst performer is our second-choice goalkeeper, who's just not going to play. But look at this. We've got multiple players in 9s now. I do hate the fact that you can't always praise them every week for their training, even if they've done well. What annoys me the most is that when they have a negative reaction, it massively decimates their morale for some reason. Why on earth would a player be annoyed about you telling them that they've done well in training when they have done well in training? Point is, we've got some players doing well in training, and that's always a good sign. Oh, by the way, we're still going to be going positive at home to Valencia. I don't see the point in us beating around the bush here. I think we need to go out to try and win every single match we've got now. We're going to take the Norwich City approach to things, and it worked for them at the weekend. So they're playing in Europe, which might mean they're a bit tired. Yeah, we're going to get the result. Do you get along well with Marcelinho? Well, apparently he didn't get along well with Valencia, did he? Because he won them the Copa del Rey last year and then he was given the boot. And it's a 1-1 draw between Levante and Vallecano, both of them. The reason I like draws is because the way I look at it is from the amount of points being dropped as a whole when it's 2 teams against you. Because if Levante win, they've gained maximum points and just overall across the entire match, 3 points have been dropped, in that case by Vallecano. And it's the same if Vallecano win, except it's 3 points dropped by Levante. I like the draws because overall it's 4 points dropped across the board, which in my mind statistically gives us a better chance. So Eibar go and smash Girona by 4-1. So a lot of goals being put past. Like, no teams down here are really in amazing form, which is really, really good to see. So nobody's really flying away from the relegation zone at this rate. Look, there's still 5 teams, or even, 6, 7 teams that are still on for like 1 point a game. Team cohesion, though, getting better. Dressing room atmosphere has dropped massively, presumably because of the issue with Javi Galan. But maybe if we can get him to play a bit, he might not be so bothered there. Managerial support, though, is very good. I don't want to mention positive at all. I'm going to go hit early crosses. They'll like that because we're playing away. Low crosses. I don't like the fact that it's blue. Lagana's got a point away at Betis, so I guess Betis are sort of in that battle, kinda, but I would have rather Laganes just lost outright. Although, I don't know, Valladolid also got a point against Sevilla, but again, I suppose it's points dropped for both of them. I think what makes it worse on the whole is that they're all sort of picking up little points here and there, but if by some absolute goddamn miracle we came up with a win today, we would only be 4 points from safety. And moreover than that, we'd only be 2 points behind Leganes. So we'd be really starting to grab ourselves back in there with plenty of time left this season. If we were to start getting... I want to be... coming into the start of the winter break, I want to be within sort of 3 or 4 points of the other teams. That's sort of the only hope we've got. I'm still playing us up way too much, as I still think we'll probably get relegated, but we've got to try. Okay, so, lineup for today. Chong, I thought he did pretty well in the last match, but I feel like I want to give Juanpi a go because I just want to see if anyone really takes that role. We are going to start Galan in here. I know he's unhappy, but I feel like I want to give him a tryout. Capo is still going to have to play there because Miramon just is not ready yet, and Walker Peters isn't going to be ready for a while. Still happy with the rest of these guys, though. Everybody else I'm going to keep their place. On the bench, we're going to go with Gayar, Pulido, Malero, Chong, Aguilera, Ferrero, and of course, my man, Mango. So... yeah, let's have a look at what they're going to do. We know they're going to play a 4-3-3, 4-4-3 rather. Parejo is probably the man who's going to be important there. I've noticed that Soler, who is their top scorer, is absent from their projected starting lineup. Gires over on the left here with a complete wingback. So he's going to be cutting inside massively and driving towards this area, and is going to be leaving huge open swathes of the pitch for Gaia, which is why it's important for us to have that supporting player that side. What about their mentality? Positive, flexible, stands to reason. Okay, let's have a look at the actual analyst reports. They played this style against Betis, which is nice. Soler didn't play that well in that game, but they did win the match in the end anyway. Who got their goal? See, the goalkeeper's actually man of the match, which is surprising. Positional heat map. Mostly down the right-hand side, interestingly, but I still feel like the left-hand side is going to be super important for them. They lost 4-0 to Atletico, again playing like that, but we don't have as much data. Mostly went through the middle. They do concede a fair amount from crosses, short passes too. They love scoring from across, though. So I think that's why it's important that we block their crosses, because that seems to be where their big deal is, probably from Gamero. So first things first, Parejo needs to be marked up to death, basically. Gidesh needs to be closed down like crazy, because he's going to be super duper important. Vas as well. I'm going to leave Pacini. We're going to turn that off, but we are going to go after Gaia, and I'm going to have Juanpi tracking back on him, because I feel like he's quite important. He's clearly going to be their main crossing potential, because Gidesh is going to be driving into this area and Gaia is going to be the one overlapping and getting to the byline. We need a capo to do a job on him, and that is going to be my main problem, I think. But I just don't want to touch the tactics, because we won the last game, won the friendly before that, obviously, and looked decent against Valladolid. I feel like if we came up with anything in this match, it would be a pure bonus point. And that's what we kind of want. I feel like we've deserved one from time to time. Maybe we'll get one now. I love how the face pack has everybody with the right kit on. That's really nice to see. It's very satisfying. Players are responding way more to my instructions too pre-match, which is very, very nice. Let's go. I mean, we are just going to go out here and try our damnedest to get something from this game. But we're not going to sort of, you know, sit back too much. Although we are not going to press them too heavily either. We'll let them have the ball in sort of where they want it. Also, I just noticed the referee was our best mate, Hernandez. So that's good. Juanpi to whip one in again. He's a good free kick taker. That's definitely helping us. And Insua just puts it wide of the post. Forcing Nito long again. There's nobody in the midfield for them at all. We're having free reign here. If Juanpi could bring this down, which is unlikely, of course. But Akapo's not actually got up that much in support. And Insua does really, really well to get across there. And Jovanovic now find Luisinho. Looks that way for Galan. We've got a bit of an outball here. Toure. Into the channel for Gallego. Can he get the touch away? Blocked. Toure, go on, have a shot. Ah, he could have gone for that there. And those that are from range are all free kicks anyway. Parejo takes it short for Gaia. Oh, God. Gamero. Oh, my God. What is with these free kicks? They seem... My instructions, fair enough, they might be wrong. We know that. There's always that opportunity. Why do the players not move? They literally stand there and... There's like 5 of them all clustered here. Not... Look at this! I'm sorry, you cannot tell me that my instructions are telling all 7, 8 players to stand like they're having a mother's meeting in the middle of the pitch. I cannot believe that. They're not all set to man mark. A lot of them are just set to go back. What is going on? That is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that. Like 8 players just stood within about 2 meters of each other. Juanpi. Oh, offside. I can't believe that's just gone in. Like, obviously, I don't mind losing against Valencia because they're a decent team. It's just to lose to things like that is very, very frustrating, as I'm sure you can imagine. But at least I've seen positive things from us so far. Jovanovic is being ambitious, it's fair to say. Musto, we're finding plenty of spaces. We've got an extra man in the centre of midfield too, which is going to be very helpful. Galan's in! Oh, really nice run, though, from Galan. I think we've actually been pretty good so far, unfortunately. Rivera! And the keeper's there. I do feel they're losing a lot of aerial battles in places that perhaps they shouldn't be. Here we go. Juanpi with the breakaway. He's got Gallego. He needs to make a run, and he hasn't. And, oh, now he has. Gallego! Oh, well saved by Nito. And another excellent opportunity for Huesca goes begging. How was that not a clear-cut... Right, the game seems to have this... How was that not a clear-cut chance? Not that I'm that bothered about what is and what isn't, but, like, really? Juanpi's ball in, headed away. But that surely has to count as clear-cut. It's completely... Like... He's one-on-one with the keeper, practically. Juanpi's free kick. Say by it's in! Juanpi has equalised for Huesca. And I've got to say, I feel like we're good value for the equaliser. Remember, this is 7th place Valencia. Juanpi, a wonderful free kick. They scored one, we scored one. Right, we're even. Like, we've created good chances again. Gamero's doing a really good job in the air, but Toure again. Oh, no. Twisted knee. I'm sorry, we can't afford to lose Toure for more game time. Malera's going to have to come in. Hopefully he can do a decent job, but that could be a real killer blow if he's out for more than, like, a match, you know? Juanpi! And it's deflected out for a corner. Just notice that we've actually only conceded now 3 fouls in the entire first half and still managed to concede from one of the free kicks. Okay, so we conceded from an incredibly messy indirect free kick, because, of course, we did. But then we did actually score from our own free kick, so things are even. Thankfully, Rodrigo is in the worst possible position for himself there. Win it. Cheta does really, really well. Oh, God! They're just about to do something brilliant, and they always seem to muck it up at the final moment. A capo on the wrong side does get across, though. No, wrong side? What am I talking about? Juanpi. Oh, my God. They're getting in on us really hard now. But that does make me wonder if they're going to leave some gaps for us to exploit. Jovanovic makes the stop again. They're definitely coming in a bit more. Gidesh. Oh, he's got through. Oh, I think he's not able to do a lot with it, and that's kind of the issue for us right now. Gallego's not able to make anything happen. But I don't really want to press them any harder than we already are, because I'm concerned that will leave us even more bent out of shape. Rivera. I think genuinely the problem has been Malero's nowhere near as good on the ball as Yaya Toure is, and as a result, he's not picking good enough passes. Bit too deep. Gidesh. Rodrigo! Oh, brilliant block from a carpet. We're going to be up against it, and I think we kind of just need to... I'm going to move to cautious, because I think we just need to try and absorb as much as physically possible. I think a sub is going to be needed very soon. Give us a bit more of maybe in the wide areas. I'm going to bring on Mango and Gaillard to give us some pure pace in the forward areas right now, because I think that's kind of what we need. Here we go, Mango. Get the ball up the pitch to Juanpi. Juanpi? Probably just going to lose it soon, but... Oh, hello. Mango's in! Oh, Mango. Inside for Juanpi's through. Oh, what a tackle that was. Juanpi got into a brilliant area. I'm actually going to go balanced. I feel like cautious might be inviting too much pressure, actually. He had so many options there. Juanpi's ball. Etcheta! What a save from Nito. Oh my God, that should have been 2-1. Genuinely, what a chance. We've actually created the 2 best chances of the game, probably. Us to play it from the back at times, too. And they've given it to Gaia. Can he find balls? There's options left and right. Musto. Rivera, look at the space. Oh, okay. Goes for a carp. We got men in the box, though. What a bloody waste. Just such a waste. We had so many players overlapping there and overloading, and they just play it out wide and gets blocked as always. No. Musto, huge tackle. Absolutely godlike from Musto. Just kill the rest of the game off. You've got a few seconds to go. Etcheta. Jovanovic. And yes! We've got a point at home to Valencia. Huesca won. Valencia won. Conceded a weird free kick. Scored a free kick of our own. But honestly, I think we had the best chances in this game. When Gallego got in behind, that was a great opportunity. And we also had that other one later on as well. Juanpi man of the match. I think we are... Despite them having a lot of shots, they didn't create a lot of opportunities overall, and they did a few from range. That is a really unexpected point that just moves us that little bit closer. We moved to 7 points from safety, now we're 6 points from safety, and got an unexpected point against Valencia. We're 3 unbeaten in the league. Is this the beginning of something? I still don't know if it is or not, but at least we're picking up points, and we only conceded 1 goal today, still from a free kick, but hey, that's life. I'm super pleased with the lads. I think that's another big confidence boost to go another game unbeaten and still create some good chances. I literally can't really fault them for that. Yeah, so the free kick situation, we still need to keep working on that and trying to find a solution to figure out what on earth's going wrong with that. But if we can sort that out, you know, if we don't have that go wrong, we win this game 1-0, and that's what we need to be working towards, getting those kind of results a little bit more. We're getting there now. We've got 5 points from our last 3 matches, and we got none from our first 10. I mean, that is a huge step forward, regardless. Yaya Toure, 5 to 6 days, which means he'll miss the Malaga game. That's fine by me. We'll play Malero for that game. I think we're probably done in that tie anyway. And then he'll be back for Ibar. Super, super excited about that, because I actually think we got worse when Malero had to come on. With Toure fresh and fit for us, hopefully, and with Miramon and Walker Peters coming back after Christmas, yes, very good. I'm positive here. So that's going to be the next episode. It's going to be Malaga, and of course, huge game at home to Ibar. Ibar, decent team though. But if we were to come up with a win there, we'd go to 8 points and really start to be reining in towards the teams above us. And that's all we've got to be concentrating on. I'm so happy right now. 4 unbeaten in everything, but 3 unbeaten in the league as well. Still want to get a clean sheet in a win, though. That's a big task for us, but hey, I would take it. If we didn't get another one all season and we won games still, I would not care. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, that's probably the biggest point we've had in a way. We're really building something now. Drop a like, that'd be gorgeous. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I will join you guys very, very soon. Well, tomorrow, in fact. And I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.